the plan of today's is to talk about bum up pose. Cool. We are good. So we are talking about bum up pose. Again, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I can see the comments on Facebook. In BeLive, I can't see, but in here I can. Now, when Steffenie posed, starting with the posing baby, or let's start with the light first, because I always say light trumps the pose, and I will explain you why. So I know Steffenie, and she likes a little bit more bright and airy, which is great. I think that's her style and it's perfectly okay. The only thing which I think she needs to, and you need, love, to change in this one here is to bring your light a little bit more lower, because right now the light hits here and on his forehead. So you need to bring your light above here in line with the baby. And that means the forehead won't be so litted. And also maybe try to feather it. So when I'm trying to feather, instead of your light being almost parallel or 45 this way with the baby, turn it the other way a little bit. So in this way, when the light will be here, will be hitting this corner, going down this way. So you won't get too much of a highlight on the bum and head. I think you're watching, Steffenie. If you're able to tell me if I'm wrong, or if you lead from front more than on the side, then let me know. So that will be my light. I love how touching the ground. Okay, good point. So what I will do, I will lift my light, maybe not touching the ground, because you want the main center of the light to be higher than the head. So when the baby is on the beanbag, you need to lift your light higher. So almost the edge of the umbrella is right underneath the baby, and the side of the umbrella is on the side of the baby, of your beanbag. So the umbrella left down the floor, when you shoot on the floor, it's okay, in my opinion. But when you shoot on the beanbag, pretty much you need to lift it at a little bit, the main head of the bulb of the umbrella to be above the baby's head, if you know what I mean. I don't have a behind the scenes image to show you, but pretty much if you think, do you see my mouse? You can't see it. You'll need to lift your umbrella a little bit higher, so there is not so much light coming from underneath. That's the point. Cool. So her beanbag is lower to the ground. Now I understand. Okay. Then try feathering that light away from your beanbag. Do not bring the light inside towards the beanbag. And so what else? I don't have too many things here. My husband's phone. So the beanbag is this, okay? And this is your light. So if you put it 90 degrees to the beanbag like that, pretty much you will have split light or something like that, it's called. So if you bring it this way, right in so the baby is here, assuming it's right here, the baby is here. So if you bring it in line with your baby and not too low to the ground, just a little bit, so almost that you have the edge of your umbrella in line with your beanbag, maybe a little bit lower, but then the main bulb, it will be higher. And then instead of, if you photograph the baby with the umbrella towards the baby, then means you get a little bit more flatter light, which is okay. But if you push it away a little bit and feather it, you'll get a little bit not so much light on this part of the head. So again, if you want to do that, you can feather it away or pull the light away from the beanbag a little bit. Cool. Okay, now let's go and talk about, I will open my screen again and talk about the posing. Posing. Now in here, there are three little things which they could be changed. They could be changed. It's not dramatic by any means. This could have been your safe shot. And then the main issue which I see is the baby's fingers. The baby holds his fingers in a fist. Again, it's not a big issue, and I will show you that I've done it and I will still do it, because some babies, they just don't allow you to touch their hands or fingertips to bring them underneath their chin. The second thing which I will have done a little bit different, besides bringing those little tips, fingers underneath the chin, is lifting his head a little bit higher. So you create here a little bit more triangle. You get a little bit more triangle. So in the moment when the hand comes under the chin, you get here under the chin a triangle, just lifting the head a little bit higher. Easy fix. But again, it's not wrong how you've done it at all. It's just slight improvements which can be done to perfect your pose. Second thing, I love the hands and the knee and what's this? Elbow touching. Perfect. The only thing which I will have done is maybe this foot here pushed a little bit back, a little bit, tiny bit. Not a lot. If baby doesn't allow you to do that, this is still a beautiful, perfect pose. And maybe just to see the little toes. So that's a beautiful thing. If you look at the lighting, it's quite a good lighting. If you look at under, I think it's possible that lifting the baby's head, you could have reduced this spotlight right here, because if you see here under the head, you do have the butterfly. That's beautiful. So that's what we are looking into the posing, is to have that little butterfly under the nose, and you have it. Just maybe a lift of this head, not to be so low, or lift of the light, lift light, or lift the head. That's how you have to go. Could have fixed this spotlight. Last case scenario, you can fix it in post-production, and we can talk about that now. You can reduce this spot in here and a little bit this light coming into the beanbag. If it's not dramatic, but you can do that. Then the second thing which I will have done is, I can see the baby's nappies. I will have softened a little bit the bum right here so we don't see the wrinkles, and make the baby's bum a little bit more rounder. So I can see the nappy underneath, which is brilliant. You've done perfectly, but just bring this roundness back and then soften this and maybe add a little bit of darkness to make it shadow like here. In this way, you have one big bum instead of little wrinkles. So I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Now, I will show you example, and I will show you that I do this too. It's not necessarily that it's not a perfect pose. The babies are different, and the baby is perfect as it is. And I will show you my session from last week, and I will show you that my bumuppose is pretty much like yours. She just didn't allow me to touch her fingers. She hated being on her tummy. The only difference is that I've lifted her head a little bit here, and that my head it's a little bit higher than her bum. And again, I just pushed her nappy in the back and I made this rounder, even though I have to fix this here. So I do it also. Now let's look into a perfect pose. And again, I like more shadows, so don't do what I do. This is what I like. So when I pose my baby, my light is here feathered away because you can see deeper shadows in here. That's my thing. Now let's look to another session. Here it is. So if you see the fingers here, they are there. And then I could have put his leg more forward to see more toes. Again, you can do that. Each baby is different. He didn't want to push his leg underneath, so I left it in there. And when I'm talking about that triangle, you can see it here. You can see here a little bit of triangle. So again, my head is higher than the bum. Pretty much that's the story behind it. So she sent me an image. Let's go and see. So her umbrella is really low, and I can see that. And if she kept this, did you kept the same position of your umbrella towards the baby? Because that's how I imagine it. So I will feather it a little bit, just the other way. Yeah. How many angles you can do until Steffenie sends me more. I've done an angle of portrait him. This is, if you look at this is a pose before he went into deep sleep and he was watching me. So he wasn't in deep slumber, and that's the thing. You have to do what you can do. And he was like, "What are you doing, lady?" And I just took his picture. You can see when he was frowning. And then after I shushed him, put him to sleep, I brought this leg back and I fixed it more. Another pose, what you do from the top, it's this pose. Again, you can see his tippy toes. I could have arranged this much nicer. It doesn't bother me. Again, if you want to do it perfect, that's what I'm saying. You can fix it. And then I took this one from the top, and see here is that triangle. So I don't push their head too much forward, because then backwards, because then it looks like you twisted the baby's head. So I don't do that. But again, depends of your pillows and what you have underneath and how much you can lift it. And again, how much cranky is the baby in the end. Cool. And each baby is different. So in the beautiful Elizabeth's images, when she didn't wanted to do this, she was crying, she was fussy. We went back and we've done this. She loved being wrapped on the back. And we've started with her being in a bowl like that. And then I unwrapped her slowly. So take your pose like I've done. The mom loved it and loves it because it's her baby. She doesn't know that we don't have straight fingers. She doesn't know that the baby doesn't like us so much, or she doesn't like that pose, but you do, you get that shot. Let me know if the sound is good, because I don't have any mics, and I just want to make sure that next time it will be a little bit more easier to stream. And if you heard my voice on the other phone, let me know that too. So pillows wise, let me show you this one up. So pillow wise, I use the biggest pillow what I have. And it's huge. It's bigger than this. And usually this stays down. Then I put another one like that, where the face comes on this side here. And then if I need more support, I add more like that. But usually I add it underneath and I lift the entire thing up like so. Then when the fingers are coming right here, if I need more pillows, I make socks or little pillows to lift it up. But my main one, which I always use, are these wedges. And you're like, what is this? So this is foam, and usually I got them in those packets. When I order my product from Global Image, they pad the boxes with this foam. So I cut wedges, and this is a sock, and I taped it. So if the finger is here, then I can just put it underneath the blankets to lift that finger up like that. And then the wedges also, especially for the back hand, if the hand is floppy, then I bring it up in there. Wedges, I love wedges. Questions? Mind blowing. All right. So improvise, nothing fancy. Cut wedges. Take anything what is soft but firm. Now make them from your baby socks. Tape them with tape. Nobody will know. What you can do, you can take tampons, little tampons, and tape them. Those are really soft and firm, just for little fingers to push up. Back in the back toes, you can lift them up if you need to. This one. Any questions? On your style, I'm more shadowy. I had to change a little bit my style not to be so shadowy, because now with the R6, it shoots totally different than before. With Mark III, 5D Mark III was shooting a little bit more creamier and more punchy and more beautiful. R6 shoots totally different, and if I don't have that punchiness anymore. So I had to change a little bit my shooting, so I can't have so many shadows anymore, so dark. So you will see a little bit shift in my editing. To be a fly on the wall while I pose. I will have, so what I'm doing now, all our live video will be moved, because Facebook group doesn't keep our live videos in the group anymore. So what I've done until now are lost. I don't want to swear, but I will. So what I've done now, I've created in my website a membership area. It's free. All this will be moved, saved, downloaded, saved, and it will be moved in the free membership area. So everything what we talk will be in there. Then you'll have to log in there, and I have to arrange that this week. Then you will get the chance, and I will put, every time I will upload a video for the paid content area, for example, bumuppose, I will load next week, hopefully. You'll have 2 days to watch, fly on the wall, how I pose that baby. And then I will have, that will be moved into the membership area. I haven't decided yet how much it will be. I need to think, don't know. But you'll be able, if you go on the right time, and I will tell you, hey, this one is right now on the website in the membership area, you'll be able to see it. So keep you updated on that one. So you'll be able to see how I pose and how I put my light up. The membership area will be a little bit more detailed, and you'll have the fly on the wall, and you'll be able to see everything. And then it will be paid content too, which will take a little bit longer to make and all the stuff. So you will be able to buy an entire pose with posing doll and everything, light and everything. It will be on the paid membership. If not, you can just watch it as a member, or you have to stay tuned and see the pose for free into the membership area. Everything what I'm doing live right now, it will be uploaded into the free membership area, just because Facebook, it's making it harder for us to show you the content, because I've lost all the videos until now. I can't see them. I can't do live anymore from the computer besides using a third-party tool. And it's a little bit more fidgety to go back and forward between my screen and all the stuff, but this is what we have to do. So any more questions? So we will move ahead. We'll have all the content on unpaid member area. Cool. Now, anything else before I close? So the moral of the story is here. Welcome, lovely. Just try that light. Even me, sometimes I forget to bring it up when I shoot low. And I know this is an investment and I haven't bought it yet, but I'm planning to buy Manfrotto C231, I think it's called. I will put it in the comments after we finish this. And there is this stand which you can, it's a press of the button. It's $500, man. My stand, it's with screws, so I need to lift it, put it down, screw it again. And I've had it for the past 3 years. It's amazing. I can't complain about it. But because it's so hard to unscrew it and unscrew it, I tend not to do it. So sometimes also I lit a little bit wrongish. Not wrong, because it's not, I don't lit from underneath, but I should use my light a little bit higher. Just not to lift from underneath too much, and not to create those 3D definition in the baby's face and to create a little bit of moodier shadow. That's me. But again, you do your thing. Like I said, this pose is not bad, is not perfect, but I hate perfection in babies anyway. I think it's a brilliant pose. If you could have put the fingers straight, ka-ching, is done. With the head, again, you can rotate it a little bit in post-production, like that, yes, and make the head higher. But if you have that head coming higher, looking towards the light, then like that, and I will have to stop soon because my computer is dying, then you will have minimized that hot spot in there. If not, leave the light. Okay, guys, I think I talked for how many minutes now? I have no idea. 30 minutes. If you have any more questions, put them in the comments. Also, if you want me to talk about another pose, do the same like Steph. Put your image, please ask for feedback. If not, I won't do it. I'm not the expert. I'm not the holy Papa Grail of the photography. It's just what I do and what I know. Nothing else. If you want different advice, ask other people in the group and they will comment on your pose and they will help you. Cool, banana. That's it from me today. I'm happy that we managed to do this live. And it will be in the post in the group for the next 30 days. Then I will have to move it in the website just because I don't want to lose it after all the struggle. Kisses. I can't see any more questions. Speak now or forever hold your peace. I don't know. And then we talk later. Don't forget, please interact with the group. If not, nobody sees your post or my post because it's Facebook. I don't own this platform. Speak to me. More than happy to help. Cool, banana. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Victoria here. I'm out. Bye-bye.